Hello, it's Dawn here and welcome to another in our series of mixing colour with our watercolour pencils. And in this little demonstration I'm going to show you how to make a grey. Now I know you've probably got several greys in your collection, but depending on what collection or what brand you use, some have more or less greys, some have more, some have less. And there are one or two, I'm told, that don't even have any. So if you're one of those that don't have any, or would just like to mix your own, we are going to do it the old-fashioned way, the traditional way, from black and white. That's why we're not using a paper palette. I said if you joined me yesterday, I said we won't be using a paper palette today, and that's why, because we're using a white, and obviously you won't see it. So I'm going to use a black. Now when you start using your black, do make sure that you shade it on quite gently, because it's a very, very strong colour and it will quickly overpower. So unless of course you want a darker grey, and then you just shade it on a bit heavier. But we don't want it to be too dark. This is going to be a wall, which I've prepared a little drawing in advance, just to save a bit of time. So we're just going to shade that black across there, pop it out the way for a minute, and take our white, and we're going to shade that a bit heavier, because obviously white is quite a pale, well, it's the palest colour, so it needs to be a bit heavier. And so we're going to shade that over the top of our black, and you can already see that effect coming through there. So that's quite nice actually, I quite like that. And this time I'm going to take my filbert, the one that I've stiffened. If you've joined me before, you'll have seen me use this, and we're going to sweep across like that, and we're going to mix the colours together just like that, just to add to the texture of this, which is going to be a little brick wall, a little stone wall really. But if we do it on the edge with a stiffened filbert, or even an ordinary filbert will do, it will give us a bit more texture to our stone wall. So we're just going to carry on doing this, and you can see that lovely grey tone coming through there as we mix with the water. So we're going to apply the water in streaks rather than in washes like that. So we're just going to straighten that up a little bit. And just to make it look like a dry stone wall, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, this is a ready-made grey, and I'm just going to take that while it's still a bit damp, and we're just going to very quickly put a few stones in. We're not going to do this in any great detail, because the demonstration is all about mixing greys, it's not about painting walls. So just to show what the effect looks like when we've finished mixing our grey, if we're going to use it for a wall, we'll paint in the stones for our wall. But as I say, in no great detail. I'm not taking any great care with this, I'm just putting them in randomly, as you can see. But you can see that effect building up as we do this. So just some big stones at the bottom, and I think that'll probably do for now. So we'll just very quickly finish this little section off. That'll do for that. I'm not going to put any more apart from a dark line at the bottom to join it. So there we go. There's our stone wall, and the grey has been created with a black and a white. And if you come back next time, this is the last project for this week, but if you come back on Monday, we'll still be mixing with our watercolour pencils, but this time we're going to be creating effects. For example, we will be painting shadows, and we'll be using it to paint other effects rather than just mixing colours. So pop back then, and in the meantime, have a great weekend, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.